Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Sandeep Pednekar, and you're watching One Universe. The shows that we do are about guests that do really good for the community. But this, I promise you, is someone. And today, this show is about someone who I admire and adore. And I have been doing that for a long, long time. Welcome our guest, Miss Mary Rogers. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing just wonderful. How are you?
I am doing excellent. So, for the
Great.
benefit of our listeners, please introduce yourself.
My name is Mary L. Rogers.
Okay, and where did you grow up?
I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there just basically all of my life, except for about 3 years. I came to DeSoto, Texas with
Mm-hmm.
my son.
Right, this is just south of Dallas.
Yes.
So, and which school in Memphis did you go to?
I went to the great Manassas High School.
Very nice.
Yes. 12
Eh,
years.
All right, and tell us about your life after getting out of school.
After I got out of school, I started working, and I worked for about a couple of years. And I went back to school to be an OR technician.
Okay,
And I worked at the Med for about 2 years.
that for people outside of Memphis, the Med is a big hospital in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes. And I worked there for about 2 years, and I left and went to Baptist, which was right across the street.
Again, Baptist Hospital.
Baptist Hospital. And I was there for about 3 years. And then I went to St. Francis,
Mm-hmm.
which was out in Germantown. And I was at St. Francis for approximately 21 years.
Wow.
And after that, I retired. Did a little private duty, but mostly I retired.
Okay,
And I've always been in the medical field.
very nice. So, you and I were introduced by a common friend,
Yes.
and you were at St. Peter Manor in Memphis
Yes.
at that time.
Yes.
And he introduced me because he he thought that you were doing good. But when I came to know you, I think you were doing so much for the community. So St. Peter Manor is something that is a housing for seniors,
Yes, it is.
and what you are doing is you are helping people over there, and that is the part that I'm thoroughly impressed with. All the things that you do, I see it with my own eyes. I come there, I bring my son over there,
Yes.
and he volunteers. He loves to volunteer there. But the main thing is that I am in awe of all the wonderful things that you do over there.
Thank you.
You pour your heart and soul for the people over there, and I cannot stop singing praises
Well,
of you.
thank you.
So please tell us what you do.
What I do now or what I did do?
You let us start with what you have done in the past.
Okay. I love working with seniors. I
Mhm.
like doing what I do. Sometimes I get criticized saying that I do too much.
Hmm.
I'm too easy.
Hmm.
People don't appreciate. But I come to realize and I know that if I do, say, for 110 people,
Mhm.
there's going to be 10 people that's going to appreciate that.
Mhm.
And I say, I get a good feeling,
Mhm.
and God has blessed me tremendously. And I put all of my faith and my glory into God, because if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be where I am or what I am
Mhm.
at this present moment. So what I do it from the heart.
Mhm.
Once I do it, I'm moving on.
Mhm.
I just like because there's an old saying say I've in my life I have been at the bottom of the barrel,
Mm.
and somebody reached down and picked me up.
Mm.
So what I did, somebody picked me up. So I keep picking somebody else up because everybody needs a little love.
Mm-hmm.
Love is free.
Yeah.
You know, nobody shouldn't have to ask for it. Volunteer and give it
Mm-hmm.
and move on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way I feel about it. You know, sometimes people criticize you, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. But whatever makes me happy, that's what I'm going to do. And if God blesses me to do this or that, I'm going to do it.
Very good. So I want to confess that when I was invited for the event that you are holding, I I could see what was going on, but I didn't understand the depth of what was being done over there.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is that you hosted a party for the seniors at St. Peter's, man, and that is what, like a nine-story building,
Yes.
a nine-story building, and
Yes.
with hundreds of residents in that building. So you host a party for those people, and that time you were staying over there,
Mm-hmm.
and you were hosting that party. And I said, "Wow! I mean, this is really good. You probably get so many people and organizations to donate the stuff, uh, everything that I could see at the party." And then when I could see 1 year after the next, and the next year and
Mm-hmm.
next year, I
Mm-hmm.
came to realize that nobody is contributing to the things, not only the food, not only the drinks that you're giving, but you went over and above,
Yes.
and you actually got stuff. You got wonderful gifts for everybody attending the party, and all of this came from your own pocket.
Yes.
And for me, I can see that you're retired,
Yes.
and you do not have a steady income that pays you a whole lot of salary, that you can say, "Oh, I've got way too much. Let me give it away." It is not that. You, in fact, are giving it out of something that is just merely left for you to enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is that when this realization came to me, and you, for me, you were at a very high pedestal.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
You,
that.
and that is because you definitely deserve that. And I know people know you to be good, uh, for for the giving
Mm-hmm.
person that you are. But for all these things, and the culmination of all of this, I'm going to say this in honor of you, that you are no less than Mother Mary.
Thank you.
I truly think that what
Yes.
you do for the benefit of the seniors at St. Peter Manor, and St. Peter Manor, as well as other places. And I know even when you were in Memphis, you volunteered at the firefighters place and
Yes.
other
Yes.
places, and you just volunteered.
Yes.
You did not seek a salary. So from one point, okay, you are doing it because, hey, I mean, you are retired and you have some time, but you are putting that time for the benefit of the firefighters
Mm-hmm.
in Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee. And you did some after coming over here in DeSoto as well.
Oh, yes.
You volunteered, and the people who are working, the firefighters and other people, I know are blessed just because you volunteered. You spent time with them, helping them do other things. I know you're not going to climb up houses and other things and roofs
No.
and
No.
get the fire
Yes.
out, but
Yes.
the support that you provided while at the fire station was so phenomenal that it had an impact on them. The feel good feeling that you gave, not only to them but to the residents of St. Peter Manor, is phenomenal. You, whenever you now come from Dallas, DeSoto, Texas, all the way to Memphis, Tennessee, it's a 7 hour drive, and if you stop, it can come to 10 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
But you make that drive and you actually mail out all the gifts that you are giving out,
Yes.
and you serve them all soft drinks, and you serve them some wine and make them happy. And the fact is that you have been doing it year after year after year after year. You said that people criticize, but I know that that criticism may be from just a few people who see you doing so much, who
Hmm.
see you giving yourself to others, and they are concerned about that. And that's the only way I see that they could I don't think that would be criticism, it would be care for you. But from my perspective, what you are doing is nothing but divine.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I have so many good things to say about you. And I'm not exaggerating that I can sing praises about you for year after year, and because I have seen it myself. The gifts that you give are so good quality gifts, and you give it for everybody who is there, and you ship them from here. You spend money on shipping as well. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And that is a whole chunk. Apart from buying gifts for people, you ship them from here to there. You arrange for all the food. You oh, and the food is so good.
Well, thank you.
And you cook it. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. I mean,
Yes.
that is why I think what you do, the definition of going over and beyond, you define it.
But thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you that we do have people who do good for the community, but doing this is something that I am awestruck. I am, I mean, I cannot explain in proper words how much impressed I am with
Well,
all
thank
that you
you.
have
Appreciate
done and you
that.
continue to do for the
Yes.
benefit of others. And the people who come there are hundreds, come on, and you provide such thing, wonderful thing for them. Mother Mary, you are nothing less than Mother Mary, I'm telling you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I know you have already said, but I would like to elaborate. Why do you do this?
Because I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother used to say, it is better to give than to receive.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got older, I realized because when she was saying that, it didn't make sense to me, you know. But as I start growing and getting wiser and looking at some of the people and their circumstances, and at first, and I don't still don't have anything, but what I got, I'm willing to share it and give it to whoever needs it,
Mm-hmm.
not want it. I'm there for their needs. I do anything that I can to help anybody. And the first thing that helps me and anybody else, you got to pray.
Mm.
And you have to ask God to enlighten you on certain things. And to sometimes our minds will tell us to do one thing. But if you listen to your heart, you can't go wrong. And I am thankful and I am highly blessed to do some of the things that I do. And whatever I do, it comes from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it for show.
Mm-hmm.
It comes, I don't care what anybody say to me, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. It's going in one ear and out the other one.
Okay.
Because I'm going to do,
Mm-hmm.
especially if someone needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done things for people that really didn't need it. But I didn't know they didn't need it.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is it's a blessing to be able to bring a smile to somebody. You know, you see people want to down and want to say, well, they ought to go do this or do that. Don't do that. Because you know that man upstairs, if they're faking, he'll take care of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
not our job to try to fix that,
Mm.
because he will fix it. But it's, I'll tell anybody I'd rather give any day than to receive. I enjoy what I do. I don't care what anybody say about me. You shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't. I'm gonna do what my heart say do. I'm not gonna listen to somebody else,
Mm.
what they say. But if my heart say do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't listen to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to my heart,
Mm-hmm.
because God speaks to your heart,
Mm-hmm.
and all you got to do is just listen.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We may not do right all the time. Everybody gonna make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Any and everybody will make a mistake. Nobody's perfect.
That's true.
But I would advise any and everybody, if there's something out there that you can help, don't turn away for it. Walk forward to it and try to help that person, or help solve the problems or whatever issues they are going through.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes a hug, a smile, and just say, I love you,
Mm-hmm.
will help.
Oh, yeah.
And
So true.
that's the way I feel. That's the way I live my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't worry about what anybody say. I don't care. As long as what I'm doing, I know it's right and it makes me happy. So it's just life, you know. And I would advise everybody and everyone, love somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If you see somebody, I don't care, you see a person that needs $2 and you got 6, give them 2. You still got $4 left.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid, or don't be too cheap, or don't be just, I don't care what's going on with this, with her or with him. Help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because each and every day God helps us in one way or another.
Indeed.
We don't know what danger we be out, we under
That's
when
right.
we go out.
Mm-hmm.
But by the grace of God, He keeps us safe, brings us back home.
Mm-hmm.
We have food to eat, our family is well. So that's a blessing within itself. You know,
It sure is.
just love each other.
Mm-hmm.
We need more love.
Mm-hmm.
If theirs was, ooh, what a world this would be.
Yeah.
So,
And the world is not perfect.
oh no, we're not gonna be perfect. You know,
Correct.
perfection. That would, as far as us being humans, we're gonna make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
God was the only one, and His Son Jesus that was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to try to get at least 90%.
Mm-hmm.
That 10% you can BS or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to being for real,
Mm-hmm.
be yourself and help.
Mm-hmm.
Love covers a big territory.
Mm-hmm.
If you got love, that's all you need. Cause in God's grace and mercy, you can make it off of those 3 things.
Mm-hmm. So, as I said, world is not perfect.
No,
But I think that I know this to be true, not just a belief, that because the world is not perfect, He sends wonderful people like you
thank you.
to make the world better,
Yes,
to balance things. And I know that you are just one single person, but with what you have or don't have, when you are going over and beyond in so many fields, and that is, I mean, I cannot fathom the outreach that you have when you're helping those people. I have seen it with my own eyes, and I'm thoroughly impressed. And I'm telling you, I adore and admire all the wonderful things that you do.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
this, of all the guests that I have ever had, you are one person I can tell out loud and shout from the rooftops that you are the most wonderful person, a huge blessing on this planet for the benefit of so many people.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I try to be.
You don't
Try
have to
to.
try.
I
You
try.
do it. You do it. You do it. You are doing such wonderful things. Also,
Yeah.
I also want to admire one more person, your son,
Oh yeah.
Daryl.
That's
He
my
is,
baby.
yes, he is a blessing.
Yes, he is.
And he cares about you so much, and you care about him. And of course, you were there at the senior center at St. Peter Manors in Memphis, Tennessee, and he wanted you here because he wanted to spend quality time with
Yes.
with you.
Yes, he's a good boy.
He is a phenomenal person.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that I know him. I'm blessed
I
that
am
I
too.
know
But you're a
you.
good guy. You're a good guy yourself.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
you
That's
are.
that's
You
that's so
are.
kind of
You
you.
are. You are.
And for me to know you, I am blessed, and for me to know Daryl also, I'm blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for to both of you for being part of my life.
Thank you. And thank you for being a part of our
Of course,
life.
and and of course I'm just doing just 100th of what you do in helping you arrange the event. Now you're again having one more event soon in a
Yeah.
matter of few weeks in
Yes.
Memphis.
Yes.
You're getting ready
For
to
that.
host that.
Yes.
So I'm just delighted to be a part of that in a very, very small way. I feel blessed. Like you say, to give is better than to receive. I give in different ways. The way that you are giving is way too phenomenal. I have to work hard in my life to get to that place,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that over a period of time I will get better and a better person. I'm working towards that, and I'm so glad to have you and Daryl as ideal people
Yeah.
um, to look forward to and say, hey, you know what? I want to be like this. I want to be like Miss Mary Rogers, who gives and gives and gives. I pray to God, and I'm saying this out on camera, that I would like myself to get to a place where you are, that you might not have way too much. You are not a multi-millionaire, but when you give, you're giving as if you were a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
So I am so grateful to God that He has sent you for helping others, and that I got to know you over the years, and I feel really blessed. I'm humbled because of your greatness, your
Mm-hmm.
goodness of heart. And you said you're that you're willing to. No, you're not just willing. You actually do those things. So thank you so much for
Thank
what
you.
you do. So now, tell us about what is going to happen in this coming. And I know you decided that this is the last time you'll be coming to Memphis, but you will continue doing and helping people over here
In Texas,
in
yes.
DeSoto,
Mm-hmm.
Texas. So what will we be doing in Memphis, Tennessee?
Well, first of all, I want to say that you are a very, very special person
Thank
and
you.
that you are a good guy. And we love you.
Thank you so much.
And we love you for what you do and how you do it. And sometimes I think, I say, gee whiz, I say, he's just out of the ordinary. He just, just going, I don't ever stop to check to think about my stuff. I look at other people's. And so, but you are a really good guy, and we love you, and we just honored to have you here in our
Thank you.
home.
Thank you
And
so
I hope
much.
it won't be the first time that you come back and spend some time with us. But now, what I'll be doing when I go to Memphis, I have got loads of tons of gifts for them, and they will be having happy hours, and and they will have light food. I put it like that.
No, it
Nothing
is no.
heavy.
I have been there. The light food that you refer to is not light. It is really good,
Well,
scrumptious, really good. Yeah.
it's gonna be chicken wings and salads this that,
Yeah, well, okay, good.
and but and dessert.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy what I do. I have been criticized about what I do. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. But I have to follow my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know when that day may come, and it'll be me that I need a helping hand.
Mm.
But while I can do what I do, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anybody say. I'm going to do it. If it makes me happy and it makes somebody, if I see a smile where I've been looking at that same person frown,
Mm-hmm.
then I know I have done what I asked God to let me do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He blessed me to do that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me how we as people and human beings can see somebody that needs a little love
Mm-hmm.
or just need a little help up that first step.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look at them and turn your head and go somewhere to some place to somebody else that's probably got more than what you got. But you wouldn't turn around, bend down, and help that person that had to come up one
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
And that hurts me to see that people have that type of a heart. You know, each and every day that we open our eyes, wake up, get up, can do for ourselves, can do for others. That's a blessing within itself. And the man upstairs, it's all because of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of Jimmy, John, Sally, or Hallie, or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of him. So he gives you that spirit, and he gives you, and if you take one step, he'll take three.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to do, if you find somebody, I say this to each and every one that may be listen to this or looking at this, show the love. There are some people that need love, don't know how to ask for
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put your arms around them and say, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I love you, and say, God loves you more.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can help somebody, they may want $20, but if you can help them and you ain't got for $5, give them that $5.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to get 15 more. But just be faithful, be sincere about what you do or what you say, and just do whatever you can to bring a smile to somebody's face.
Yeah.
Giving is a whole lot better than receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And each and every day, whether you and you're taking a shower, maybe you're eating, and to pray, you don't have to do it out loud.
Yes. True. Very true.
All you do is bring it from the heart.
Yeah.
God got it,
Mm-hmm.
and go on
Yes.
and live your life and be thankful for each and every moment.
So you say that it's coming from the heart, and I want to emphasize that it is one golden heart that you have.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you in tons and tons and tons.
Well, thank you again.
Of course.
I love it. I love what I do. And I don't care what anybody say. If I'm happy, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
You know, being selfish it doesn't do anything for
Yeah.
you.
So true.
It makes you miserable.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to give. You don't want anybody else giving anything. So, and some people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to push on, go around them, and do what we are supposed to do and what we should do.
Mm.
And that's my story.
Yeah. And it is very impressive. I want our listeners and viewers to understand the impact that it has. We always talk about giving and going out in the community and doing good for the benefit of others. And the fact is that when you give, you receive 10 times more.
Oh yes,
The
of course.
comfort, the happiness, the joy that you receive in giving and doing things for others. And I know I talk about this, that do something first, help yourself, do something good for yourself, for your family members, for your friends. and then maybe people in your neighborhood. But we also talk about doing things for people you don't know, you have never
Of
met,
course, yes.
and you are a living example of just that definition. You go over and beyond, because now that you, for 3 years, you have come away from Memphis, you don't know who the residents of St. Peter Manor are, and you still go and help them and provide for them, and you don't even know them, and you invite everybody, and you are going over and beyond. And I know the joy that you receive, and
Oh,
you are
yeah, of course.
giving it for their benefit. You do not have any selfish motives that, oh, if I do this they'll.
Mm-mm. I
No,
love doing it.
you just love doing
Yes,
it.
I love it.
And that is what I want to reach out to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is an example that I want to present to you. I have been asking Miss Mary that, when will you come on my show? When will you come on my show? I want to talk about you and the things that you do. And finally, today is the day, and today is such a blessed day
Well, thank
for
you.
you to come on, and we are sincerely grateful to you.
And I'm grateful to you for doing to do this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You see how I am happy to know such a wonderful person like Miss Mary Rogers. If you
Thank
don't know
you.
her personally, get to know her, inculcate her teachings in your life, do good for others, and let us know. I would love to talk to you, and also inspire others to continue doing these things and even other things. It doesn't necessarily have to be food, and drinks, and clothing and gifts and all of that. It can be in other ways. I know people who do that, and but I am in awe of Miss Rogers. And the reason I have been wanting to have her on my show is because I would want to inspire you. I think she is a person who needs that recognition. I know that I need to sing her praises forever and forever, and
Thank
I
you.
will continue to do that. But I'm also asking you to follow suit. So, again, I'm telling you, please do something and let us know how you are helping others and impacting the people in your surrounding, in your world, in your universe. That is why this is one universe, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a call at 901 849 Deep. That is 849 3337. Or you can text also on that number, and you can also write to us, and the email address is sgp97 at hotmail.com. So until next time, have a great time, and know that when you tune into our show, you are going to have some inspirational, motivational people who do good for the benefit of others. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. And thanks to you once again.
Thank you.
Thanks.